Howdy, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Pit Stop here on the Horror Channel. I am Uncle Bill.
And I'm the creepy Kentuckian, if you will. What are we reviewing this week?
I'll tell you right now what we're reviewing. We're reviewing a very little-known horror flick from a guy by the name of Jose Casillas called Delivery.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at that.
I gotta have a little discussion here with a guy. He emailed me and said I looked like that fucking guy.
You do. Anyway,
That's bullshit.
This is the story of basically a little kid that grows up and watches his father, who is also a delivery man, kill himself and his mother, and then from that moment on, there's some kind of really odd curse on the whole family.
There is.
And from that time on, he is cursed to be apparently another delivery man and to have a psychotic rage about him that can only be controlled through therapy sessions and medication.
Mm.
So he's kind of like the hapless, delivery guy, the hero kind of person at first. He goes around to all these different places, and his customers always give him shit and stuff like that.
They make fun of him.
Yeah,
for being overweight and hairy.
Yeah, they make fun of all kinds of stuff about him, and he just finally gets fed up with it. So right before he's getting ready to snap, he meets this young woman who he thinks might have an interest in him, and they start to go out.
And she does.
Yeah, and she actually does.
She gives him a piece of the pie.
She does. She gives him a piece of the pizza pie, if you know what I mean. And but then her brother basically forces her to break things off, and he goes into a homicidal rage and takes his revenge on all the people.
Kills everyone who wronged him in the past.
So here's the interesting thing about this movie.
It's got a lot of boobs in it.
It does.
That's what I like.
First of all, it's got a ton of boobs in it. We'll talk about that. Because there's a sorority house in it. It's not the sorority house massacre. It's just a sorority house.
Yeah, and all the girls in the sorority house.
There is a sorority house massacre in it, technically, though.
Yeah, there is. All the girls in the sorority house don't have the top on.
For no apparent reason, they're just sitting around playing cards and fucking, douching and doing whatever.
That's my type of sorority house right there.
Yeah. So, yeah, besides that, though, it's not a traditional slasher film in that you don't have a bunch of characters that just show up, out of the blue just to get killed off. It mainly concentrates on the lead character who's the killer for the first, hour of the movie. Yeah. And then after you find out all his backstory, and he's actually a pretty good actor to be like a big dumb looking son of a bitch.
Fuck you.
But yeah, he really is But after you find out about him, then it gets into the killing in the last part of the film.
Okay. The first hour of the movie is not a horror movie at all. I've seen a few movies like this. We actually reviewed a lot of this.
We're going to be reviewing another one today.
Where they where they focus mainly on the character for the entire opening hour, and then the last 20 to 30 minutes, it's all kill scenes, which is all good. But it's something different to watch. I would say it's not a paint by numbers slasher film. I don't think until maybe the last 20 minutes.
Well, the lead actor in it, I'm trying to remember his name right now. I guess it's Matt Nelson.
Matt Nelson?
Yeah. Who plays the killer in the film. Monty is his name, I remember that. Is actually a really good actor, and he plays the role of kind of the hapless, begrudging, outcast delivery guy really, really well, which makes the film even better than most normal slasher films. They just introduce somebody for 5 minutes, and you can tell they can't act worth shit, and they're just there to be a body. But this is kind of the exact opposite.
Yeah. So if you're a slasher fan, but you want more character development with your killer, then this is the movie for you.
That's right. And plus, there's one problem I have with it, though. One single problem. There's a scene in the film where, to kill off a bunch of people, he electrocutes them to death.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
That's one of the worst looking scenes I've ever seen in my life, as far as CG and shit like that.
It actually looked worse than the electrocution scenes in Return of the Living Dead Part 2, which was 20 years ago.
It did. It looked really, really bad. So that's just another example of how not to use effects in an independent budget movie.
CGI.
This
big
film,
no-no in independent world.
This film, by the way, was made for less than $6,000. I don't know if you're aware of that.
That is pretty amazing.
So this is, once again, this is Delivery. I believe it's out. Warner Brothers picked it up.
Warner Brothers, imagine that. That's weird.
It is. Polychrome Pictures were the first ones to put it out.
So, yeah, Delivery.
That's it.
Check that out if you want to. Over at Warner Brothers Home Entertainment.
And also, if you want to, if you feel like it, if you're lonely, you can drop by our site. We're always around.
We're a bundle of fun over at DEADPIT. Check us out, DEADPIT.
.com.